It doesn't get better than this. A fudgy brownie base topped with sweet dulce de leche and rich orange cheesecake. 3 layers of deliciousness. Surely it's our life's mission to eat the best brownie. That is literally all I do. And this is the best brownie you will ever make. And I'm starting with that brownie base. 250 grams of dark chocolate and 250 grams of unsalted butter. And turn the heat on a really low, like the lowest heat you can get it. Add 280 grams of brown sugar to 4 eggs and whiz till light and fluffy. It's a lovely kind of light, almost caramelly colour, and it's tripled in size. So now I'm gonna add my chocolate mixture. I think chocolate is one of those things. It's like when you're in a crowded room and someone says, I don't like chocolate, often that comment is enough to stop a whole conversation. Because I think most of us really like chocolate. But I can see why. It makes you feel good. Then add 120 grams of plain flour. We don't want any raising agents in there. If you want that lovely, dense brownie, you don't add self-raising flour because you get a lift. Then it becomes cake. We're not making cake. I want to make my brownies taste as chocolatey as possible. And for that, I have a secret weapon, instant coffee. This brownie is not going to taste like coffee, but what coffee does, it enhances the flavour of the cocoa. And you take your brownie to a whole other place. It's like a chocolate cocoa-y flavoured explosion. In goes 30 grams of cocoa powder. Straight in. My cooled coffee. And a pinch of salt. And then give that a quick stir. My kids love brownies. That's their favourite thing. My daughter has a very special name. She calls these brownies turn your frownie upside downy brownie. And I mean, she's not wrong. They do turn your frownies upside down. Me. I'm ramping up the cocoa content with chocolate chips, adding a teaspoon of flour for a nifty little trick. But by adding the flour, what they do is they cling on. So what will happen is when I mix it in, they'll suspend themselves throughout the brownie mix without sinking right down to the bottom. Pop that chocolatey mix into the oven. Of course, you could stop here and have a perfectly good brownie, but I'm going all out on this baby. Once chilled, it's time for layer number 2. So I've got 450 grams of dulce de leche, which is like salted caramel. It's evaporated milk that's boiled for so long. I mean, this is how good it is, just watch. Anything that comes out this slow is good. Look at it go. For a bit of crunch, I'm adding 200 grams of toasted hazelnuts. In my book, a brownie isn't a brownie without nuts. And that's going to be our second layer. If this isn't exciting you, then you are dead inside. Then back into the freezer for half an hour before I start on my final layer, cheesecake. To make the ultimate brownie, I wanted to put everything that I really like. I love chocolate, I love dulce de leche, and I love cheesecake, so I put them all together. And did they work? Yes, they did. I've got 300 grams of cream cheese. To that, I'm adding 2 eggs, 100 grams of caster sugar, the zest of an orange. I want to make this really zesty and fresh, and I want it to be a complete contrast from the chocolate and the dulce de leche. Almond extract and a tablespoon of flour. I think I have made enough brownie blocks to build a whole house. A decent-sized house, 3-bed, 2-bathroom, shed, maybe. That many brownies. So I'm going to pour our very last layer on top. That goes back in the oven for 30 minutes. Then into the fridge to cool overnight. You could cheat and get it out earlier, but I promise you this is one brownie that's worth the wait. Okay. I know you want to look inside and you want to see this brownie that we worked so hard to make. I very rarely sing, but this brownie makes me sing. Just want to pick it up and go. For my final flourish, a dusting of cocoa. Okay. My heart races a little bit just before I cut something. We've got dark chocolate, chip-filled brownie. Then we've got dulce de leche and roasted hazelnut. And then we've got orange cheesecake. And just to finish it off, we've got some cocoa. There you have it, the brownie to end all brownies. I mean, if you're gonna have a brownie, make it the ultimate one. Money can't buy you happiness, but brownies can.